Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. We have a rigid container with a volume of 1.116 meters cubed filled with 10 kilograms of refrigerant -134A. Initial temperature is minus 30 degrees Celsius. Heat is added until it reaches 200 kPa. Find the final temperature and the initial pressure. Step 1, draw your free body diagram, your FBD. This will help you visualize the problem. Rigid container contains the mass of the refrigerant, the temperature, and the volume. Heat is added. Step 2, list all the given variables. Find the unknown. So final temperature, initial pressure. We're going to solve the initial pressure first because the final temperature requires you to partially solve the initial pressure anyways. So step 3, find the initial pressure with the specific volume formula. So little v is equal to capital V divided by mass. So volume divided by mass, which is m. Step 4. So find the specific volume. We're just going to plug and play. Both are given in the question. So that 1.116 meters cubed divided by 10 kilograms. So it becomes 0.1116 meters cubed per kilogram. Step 5, we go to the refrigerant table. We're going to go to the temperature table. We're going to compare the specific volumes. So as you can see, it's in between saturated liquid and saturated vapor. So that means it is a saturated mixture. So we're going to use the saturated pressure. So that is 84.43 kPa. Step 6, find the initial pressure. So that is 84.43 kPa. So that's part B solved. Now back to part A. So draw your PV diagram. So you know that it's same volume. So the reason why it's the same volume because it's a rigid container, so the volume doesn't change, and there's no piston changing the volume from the inside either. So V1 is equal to V2, or initial specific volume is equal to final specific volume. Okay. So we need to know that because we need to go to the pressure table and then compare the specific volumes. So the specific volume is greater than the saturated vapor, so that means it's superheated vapor. So that means we need to go to the superheated vapor table for step 9. And of course, all your tables, you can Google search this. You can look it up in your actual textbook at the back or in your PDF. You can see the pinned comment for the property table numbers. Okay, I can't show it to you, but you can just look it up. So these are custom tables. Alright, so go to your 200 kPa superheated table with the specific volume. So when you go to your table, it looks like it is in between 10 and 20 degrees Celsius. Linear interpolation is required, so step 10, linear interpolate to find the final temperature. Here's the general formula for the ratio method for linear interpolation. So on the left hand side is our specific volume and our right hand side is the temperature. So we just switch these from left to right. So the specific volume is on the left side and the temperature is on the right side. Okay, so the maximum on the specific volume is 0.11418 and the minimum is 0.10955. The given is our 0.11418 0.1116. And then the maximum on this side is 20 and minimum is 10, and we want to find the final temperature. So it is 14.4 degrees Celsius. Disclaimers: the method is correct, however I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Now before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC just in case this video or channel gets taken down. While I follow all copyright laws, sometimes things happen. You can do this by using Snipping Tool. If you never used Snipping Tool before, follow these instructions. If you're on a Mac, use the Mac equivalent of Snipping Tool. Open up your program in your taskbar. If it's not there, go to your Windows search, type in Snipping Tool, open up the program. Click on Video option, click on New. Left click and drag the rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. This is just an example. Hit the Start button, Snipping Tool, wait for the countdown, hit the Replay button on YouTube, let the video finish. Hit the red square in Snipping Tool to stop recording and then save your video. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share with your friends because this is a made-up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you find a mistake in the video, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.